Can't get enough NHL rumors. Lyle Richardson's Rumor Roundup column serves as a one-stop guide to the latest rumblings around the league. Leading up to the recent 2018 NHL draft, there was considerable trade speculation regarding a number of notable players. Carolina Hurricanes winger Jeff Skinner and defenseman Justin Faulk, Montreal Canadiens left wing Max Pacioretty, Ottawa Senators defenseman Erik Karlsson, and Buffalo Sabres center Ryan O'Reilly were bandied about as potential trade bait by the end of the draft weekend. However, only one trade went down and it didn't involve any of the aforementioned. It was a blockbuster nevertheless, as the Hurricanes shipped center Elias Lindholm and blue liner Noah Hanifin to the Calgary Flames in exchange for defenseman Dougie Hamilton, right wing Michael Furland and defense prospect Adam Fox. Flames-Hurricanes trade grades. Carolina's new regime makes big splash lands Dougie Hamilton. Many observers believe the lack of significant trade activity is tied to New York Islanders center John Tavares. The 27-year-old center could become the biggest star in years to become an unrestricted free agent if he does not re-sign with New York prior to July 1. Tavares is meeting with 6 clubs this week at his agent's office in Los Angeles. The suitors reportedly include the Boston Bruins, Dallas Stars, San Jose Sharks, Tampa Bay Lightning and Toronto Maple Leafs. The Islanders aren't out of the mix and some observers feel Tavares could still remain in New York. 2018 UFA rankings, forwards, defensemen, goalies. It's believed the clubs that lose out in the Tavares sweepstakes could shift their attention to what's been a mostly dormant trade market to address their needs. Those big names in the rumor mill could be waiting until after the free agent market opens July 1 to discover their fate. More move in store for Hurricanes. The Hurricanes were expected to shake up their roster following changes in ownership, management, and the coaching staff. Despite their latest move, they might not be done dealing. Jeff Skinner remains the subject of trade chatter. The Hurricanes have been gauging interest in the 26-year-old left wing for some time. Cap Friendly indicates Skinner has a year remaining on his contract with a $5.275 million salary cap hit and a full no-movement clause. According to Fox Sports' Andy Strickland, Skinner has already used that clause to reject a few trade proposals. Skinner, who's never played in the postseason in his 8-year NHL career, likely prefers being dealt to a contender. It was thought the Los Angeles Kings had interest in him, but their signing of Ilya Kovalchuk on Saturday could take them out of the bidding. Pierre LeBrun of The Athletic speculated the Pittsburgh Penguins could have interest in Skinner. The Chicago Sun-Times' Mark Lazarus suggests Skinner could be a good fit for the Blackhawks, who are looking to bounce back after missing the 2018 playoffs, the first time Chicago has failed to reach the postseason since 2008. The Hurricanes' addition of Hamilton, a top-pairing right-shot defenseman, could also make Justin Faulk expendable. Like Skinner, the 26-year-old blue liner has also been the subject of media trade conjecture. With the Washington Capitals re-signing John Carlson, clubs that might have pursued him via free agency could consider Faulk a viable alternative. In his musing about Skinner, Lazarus also wondered if the Blackhawks could make a pitch for Faulk. The Edmonton Oilers, New Jersey Devils, New York Islanders and Toronto Maple Leafs could also come calling. Latest on Max Pacioretty, Erik Karlsson and Ryan O'Reilly. The Montreal Canadiens apparently came close to trading Max Pacioretty during the draft weekend. TSN's Bob McKenzie reports it's believed the Canadiens nearly had a deal in place to ship their captain to the Los Angeles Kings, but it fell through because a contract extension could be worked out. The 29-year-old left wing is eligible to become an unrestricted free agent July 2019. The Kings instead signed free agent winger Ilya Kovalchuk to a 3-year deal. Despite this move, McKenzie still feels they could revisit their interest in the Canadiens captain. NHL Free Agents 2018, what to expect from Ilya Kovalchuk in return to the NHL. Pacioretty's contract carries a $4.5 million cap hit for the 2018-19 season. Cap Friendly indicates the Kings have just over $3.1 million in projected salary cap space for 2018-19. Acquiring Pacioretty will mean shipping out a salaried player to Montreal or shedding money in a separate, cost-cutting move. During the latter rounds of the draft on Saturday, a rumor circulated claiming Pacioretty was on his way to the Sharks. It was swiftly dismissed, but it's possible they could target him if they fail to land John Tavares when the free agent market opens on July 1. As for Senators captain Erik Karlsson, the Ottawa Sun's Bruce Garriock reported general manager Pierre Dorion was fielding calls for the 27-year-old defenseman up to when he made the fourth overall selection in the opening round of the draft on Friday evening. NHL Rumor Roundup. Oilers have interest in Erik Karlsson trade. Join the club. Garriock said he still believes the Vegas Golden Knights, Carolina Hurricanes, Tampa Bay Lightning, Washington Capitals and San Jose Sharks expressed varying degrees of interest. It's thought the Senators still hope to bundle right-wing Bobby Ryan and his remaining 4 years, at an annual average value of $7.25 million, in a Karlsson deal. Meanwhile, McKenzie reported the Buffalo Sabres had plenty of trade talk regarding Ryan O'Reilly but couldn't find a suitable deal. The Canadiens and St. Louis Blues were said to be among the interested parties.